20 most beautiful black actress of the 2000s then and now. What if we told you that some of the most breathtaking, talented, and history-making women to ever grace our screens were still being overlooked? From box office queens to red carpet revolutionaries. These black actresses didn't just shine in the 2000s, they redefined the entire industry. Their beauty turned heads, but their talent changed the game. Get ready to witness the evolution of elegance, power, and black excellence like never before. Watch closely, you might just realize your favorite icon was born in this very era. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more untold truths. Danai Gurira. Born on February 14, 1978 in Grinnell, Iowa, Danai Jekasai Gurira stands as a singular talent whose radiant beauty is matched only by her unwavering purpose. Raised in Zimbabwe, she channels a unique blend of cultural depth and artistic conviction that has allowed her to forge a path in both entertainment and advocacy. Gurira first made waves not on screen, but on stage as a playwright. Her Tony-nominated play eclipsed 2009, which starred an all-black female cast and creative team focused on Liberian women during wartime and was lauded for its emotional realism and historical accuracy. Though she built her early career in theater, it was her portrayal of Michonne, the katana-wielding survivor on AMC's The Walking Dead, that introduced her to a global audience. With dreadlocked hair, steely resolve, and complex vulnerability, Gurira brought a new archetype to genre television, one of a warrior with intellect and soul. In 2018, she reached cinematic heights with her role as Okoye, the fearless general of the Dora Milaje in Marvel's Black Panther. Her performance, marked by discipline and elegance, was instrumental in the film's cultural phenomenon status, contributing to its historic $1.3 billion box office gross. She reprised the role in Avengers Endgame 2019 and Wakanda Forever 2022, further cementing her place in modern mythology. Beyond acting, Gurira founded Love Our Girls, a platform raising awareness for gender inequality, and serves as a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. Fluent in 4 languages and holding a Master of Fine Arts from NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, Gurira blends intelligence with charisma. Today, she continues to break molds not just as one of the most striking black actresses of the 2000s, but as a woman whose beauty amplifies her mission to empower and transform. Rosario Dawson. Born on May 9, 1979 in New York City, Rosario Dawson emerged as a dynamic presence in Hollywood, blending streetwise charm with cinematic intensity. Discovered at age 15 while sitting on her stoop in the East Village, she debuted in the provocative indie film Kids 1995, immediately earning attention for her raw, unapologetic authenticity. Throughout the 2000s, Dawson made her mark across a diverse spectrum of roles. From the sultry Gale in Sin City 2005 to the bold Mimi in Rent 2005, she displayed remarkable versatility. Her work in Death Proof 2007 and 7 Pounds 2008 revealed a capacity for vulnerability beneath her fierce exterior. A powerful screen presence with a striking smile and earthy allure, she continually brought complexity to characters often flattened in traditional scripts. Beyond film, Dawson expanded into television, notably as Claire Temple in Marvel's Netflix universe, connecting Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and The Defenders through one of the franchise's most human characters. She grounded the supernatural with warmth and realism. Off-screen, Dawson's activism has been just as notable. A co-founder of Voto Latino, she champions civic engagement among young Latinx Americans. She's also been an outspoken advocate for environmental sustainability, LGBTQ+ rights, and criminal justice reform. Rosario Dawson represents more than beauty. She's an artist, activist, and changemaker whose voice resonates as loudly as her performances. Whether captivating audiences or rallying for justice, her presence remains magnetic, sincere, and unapologetically powerful. Octavia Spencer. Born May 25, 1972 in Montgomery, Alabama. Octavia Spencer's journey to stardom defied conventional Hollywood beauty standards and redefined what elegance truly means. With her expressive eyes and commanding presence, she's carved a space where talent outshines stereotype. Spencer's early years included supporting roles in films like A Time to Kill (1996) and Big Mama's House 2000, where her wit and timing shined. But it wasn't until 2011's The Help that she gained global acclaim. As the tough, sharp-tongued Minnie Jackson Spencer delivered a performance that earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her only the fifth Black woman in history to win an Oscar at the time. Her post-Oscar success only grew. She brought poise to historical narratives in Hidden Figures 2016, empathy to fantasy in The Shape of Water 2017, and chilling unpredictability in the psychological thriller Ma 2019. Each role revealed a new layer to her incredible range, challenging perceptions of what roles Black women can and should inhabit. Off-screen, Spencer is a best-selling children's author. Her Randy Rhoads Ninja Detective series has been praised for centering diverse young characters with intellect and bravery. She's also an advocate for children with disabilities and has used her platform to amplify inclusion in storytelling. Octavia Spencer's beauty lies not in glamour, but in her groundedness. Her presence radiates authenticity and quiet strength, proof that lasting beauty emerges when self-respect, resilience, and compassion shine brightest. Nia Long, born on October 30th, 1970 in Brooklyn, New York, Nia Long embodies the magnetic blend of natural beauty and effortless cool that defined Black cinema in the 1990s and 2000s. With soulful eyes and a radiant smile, she quickly became a fan favorite for audiences craving authenticity, vulnerability, and strength in a leading lady. Long rose to prominence with her role as Brandy in Boys in the Hood, 1991, portraying a grounded, intelligent young woman in a neighborhood rife with turmoil. Her nuanced performance offered a counterbalance to the film's raw edge. From there, she proved her adaptability with roles in Love Jones 1997, Soul Food 1997, and Big Mama's House 2000, each project showcasing a different dimension of her allure, be it poetic sophistication, emotional depth, or comedic timing. One of her most cherished performances was as Jordan Armstrong in The Best Man series, a portrayal that spanned decades and captured the complexity of love, ambition, and friendship. On television, she became a household name as Will Smith's girlfriend Lisa on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, adding romantic tension and grace to a comedic classic. Beyond acting, Nia Long has become a cultural icon, a representation of refined Black femininity. She's long been praised not just for her outer beauty, but for her poise, quiet confidence, and commitment to uplifting Black narratives. Still working in both film and television today, Long's legacy endures as a reminder that true beauty is timeless, and that presence more than anything leaves the deepest impression. Sanaa Lathan, born September 19, 1971, in New York City. Sanaa Lathan grew up surrounded by creativity. Her father, a television producer, her mother an actress. This artistic lineage infused her work with depth, refinement, and sincerity. With her smooth, honey-toned voice and striking features, Lathan became one of the most captivating figures of early 2000s Black Hollywood. Her breakthrough came with Love and Basketball 2000, where she portrayed Monica Wright, a fierce and talented athlete battling for her place both on the court and in love. Lathan's portrayal of ambition laced with vulnerability resonated deeply with audiences and remains a cultural touchstone for young Black women. That performance alone secured her place among the greats. Throughout the 2000s, she added gravitas to films like Brown Sugar 2002, Alien vs. Predator 2004, and Something New 2006, the latter of which tackled interracial romance with subtlety and boldness. Whether playing a sharp executive or a misunderstood lover, she exuded warmth, sophistication, and quiet intensity. Lathan also brought her talent to the stage, earning a Tony nomination for her performance in A Raisin in the Sun on Broadway. Her voice work as Donna Tubbs in The Cleveland Show revealed her comedic timing and adaptability. privately reserved yet always elegant in public. Sanaa Lathan is a symbol of beauty that doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her refined presence, intellectual depth, and careful role choices have made her one of the most respected and enduring actresses of her generation. Meagan Good, born on August 8, 1981 in Panorama City, Los Angeles. Meagan Good has evolved from a child actress into a captivating force across film and television. With radiant skin, expressive eyes, and undeniable charisma, she became one of the most recognizable faces of early 2000s Black Hollywood, gracefully balancing sensuality with strength. Good's breakout role came in Eve's Bayou 1997, where she played the younger version of Jurnee Smollett's character. That performance set the stage for her rise. In the early 2000s, she cemented her presence with popular films like You Got Served, 2004, Roll Bounce, 2005, and Stomp the Yard, 2007, where she often played confident, complex young women navigating love and loyalty. Her role as Maya in Think Like a Man, 2012, showcased both comedic timing and emotional depth, earning her a new generation of fans. On television, Good starred in hit series like Californication Minority Report and the NBC thriller Deception, demonstrating her flexibility in both drama and suspense. Known for her sultry voice and signature bold fashion choices, she's consistently celebrated as a beauty icon. In 2012, she was named one of People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People. Yet her image has never overshadowed her ambition. She's also directed and co-produced multiple short films and continues to develop faith-based and empowering narratives for women of color. Off-screen, Meagan is a vocal advocate for young women's self-worth and self-expression. Her evolution from teen roles to mature performances reflects her enduring relevance. With both inner and outer beauty, she remains a magnetic and multifaceted figure in modern entertainment. Aisha Tyler, born on September 18, 1970 in San Francisco, California. Aisha Tyler stands apart in Hollywood not just for her tall, statuesque beauty, but for her razor-sharp intellect, wit, and versatility. With a degree from Dartmouth and a trailblazing career that spans acting, comedy, voice work, writing, and directing, Tyler is a true polymath. She first captured mainstream attention hosting Talk Soup 2001-2002, infusing the show with a savvy, sarcastic humor that made her a standout. Her acting roles followed swiftly. Tyler became a familiar face on beloved series like Friends, where she played Ross's girlfriend Charlie and CSI Crime Scene Investigation. Later, she portrayed Dr. Tara Lewis on Criminal Minds from 2015 to 2020. Adding emotional nuance to the high-pressure crime drama. Simultaneously, Tyler was making waves as the voice of Lana Kane, the fearless, hilarious field agent on the hit animated series Archer, a role that perfectly blended her cool demeanor with sharp delivery. From 2011 to 2017, she co-hosted The Talk, becoming a rare Black woman in daytime talk television and earning multiple Daytime Emmy nominations. Aisha's beauty is often described as effortless, tall, poised, and always eloquent. But her true radiance lies in her confidence and intellect. A vocal feminist, LGBTQ+ ally and tech advocate, she consistently uses her platform to uplift marginalized voices and dismantle industry norms. Whether on-screen, behind the mic, or directing episodes of Roswell, New Mexico and Fear the Walking Dead, Aisha Tyler proves that beauty and brilliance don't just coexist, they thrive together. Tessa Thompson, born on October 3, 1983 in Los Angeles, California. Tessa Thompson represents a new era of cinematic elegance, fearless, multifaceted, and unapologetically original. With a luminous complexion, magnetic presence, and razor-sharp instincts, she has emerged as one of the most influential actresses of her generation. Thompson's breakthrough came in 2006 on Veronica Mars, but it was the indie darling Dear White People 2014 and the historical drama Selma 2014 that solidified her dramatic range. In 2015, she captured hearts as Bianca, a strong-willed musician in Creed, and reprised the role in Creed II, adding emotional depth to a sports franchise dominated by male narratives. She leaped into mainstream stardom through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, portraying Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok 2017, Avengers Endgame 2019, and Thor Love and Thunder 2022. As an openly bisexual superhero, Thompson's character marked a landmark moment for LGBTQ+ representation in blockbuster cinema. Outside of film, she delivered a powerful performance in HBO's Westworld as Charlotte Hale, further proving her versatility in science fiction and psychological drama. Her ability to oscillate between indie artistry and blockbuster intensity sets her apart. Thompson's fashion-forward persona and embrace of Afro-Latinx heritage make her a favorite among designers and activists alike. Whether performing spoken word, lending her vocals to soundtracks, or speaking on racial justice, she radiates both brilliance and soul. Tessa Thompson doesn't just act, she transforms space. Her presence redefines what modern beauty means: intelligent, inclusive, and infinitely evolving. Angela Bassett. Born August 16, 1958, in New York City, Angela Bassett has long stood as a symbol of grace, discipline, and timeless allure. With her chiseled features, commanding voice, and fearless choices, she redefined what it means to age with strength in Hollywood. Her legacy was cemented in 1993 with her electrifying portrayal of Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It, a performance that earned her an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe win. From there, she became known for embodying real-life figures with gravity and respect, including Betty Shabazz in Malcolm X 1992 and Coretta Scott King in Betty and Coretta 2013. Throughout the 2000s and beyond, Bassett continued to diversify her resume, starring in films like How Stella Got Her Groove Back 1998, Waiting to Exhale 1995, and Black Panther 2018, where she portrayed Queen Ramonda, a role that brought her to new generations as the embodiment of strength and dignity. She returned to the role in Wakanda Forever 2022, earning her a Golden Globe Award and becoming the first actor to receive an Oscar nomination for a Marvel movie. Television has also embraced Bassett's brilliance. Her roles in American Horror Story and the hit drama 911, where she serves as both star and executive producer, have extended her influence across genres. Known for her philanthropy and mentorship, Bassett is a Yale graduate and longtime advocate for the arts education and Black women in media. At over 60, she continues to defy Hollywood norms, standing tall as the ultimate blueprint of beauty, talent, and longevity. Jada Pinkett Smith. Born on September 18, 1971, in Baltimore, Maryland. Jada Pinkett Smith is a name synonymous with fearless self-expression, boundless versatility, and striking beauty. With her petite frame, bold energy, and unmistakable confidence, she burst onto the scene in the early 90s and carried that momentum into the 2000s with unapologetic force. Her breakthrough came with Set It Off 1996, where she played the emotionally torn Stoney, showcasing a powerful blend of strength and vulnerability. Jada followed with major roles in The Nutty Professor, 1996, Scream 2, 1997, and Ally 2001. However, it was her role as Niobe in The Matrix Reloaded 2003 and The Matrix Revolutions 2003 that solidified her as an action star with undeniable screen presence. Throughout the 2000s, she continued evolving voice acting as Gloria the Hippo in the globally loved Madagascar series and leading the medical drama Hawthorne, 2009-2011, where she also served as executive producer. Her performances often radiate control, intelligence, and emotional weight. Beyond acting, Jada has made major cultural contributions as a musician fronting the nu metal band Wicked Wisdom, and as the creator of Red Table Talk, the groundbreaking Facebook Watch series, where she explores generational trauma relationships and identity with raw honesty. The platform has become a cultural phenomenon, sparking national conversations and redefining public vulnerability. An advocate for mental health education and women's empowerment, Jada Pinkett Smith is not just admired for her beauty. she's revered for her willingness to be real, unfiltered, and brave. Her legacy is one of reinvention, truth-telling, and artistic courage. Zoe Saldana, born on June 19, 1978 in Passaic, New Jersey. Zoe Saldana is a powerhouse performer whose ethereal beauty and physical prowess have made her a staple in some of the most successful film franchises in history. Raised in the Dominican Republic and New York, she brings a rich multicultural heritage to her work, infusing every role with grace and grit. Saldana's ascent began in the early 2000s with roles in Center Stage 2000 and Drumline 2002, where she combined vulnerability with sharp charisma. But her true breakthrough came with James Cameron's Avatar 2009, where she portrayed Neytiri using performance capture technology. The film became the highest-grossing movie of all time, with Saldana at the emotional and visual center of its success. Her dominance in the sci-fi genre continued with her role as Uhura in the Star Trek reboot series and as Gamora in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy 2014 and Avengers Infinity War 2018, further solidifying her as a cinematic legend. Saldana is the only actor to star in 3 of the top 5 highest-grossing films of all time, a record that underscores her mass appeal and bankability. Yet she is more than an action heroine. In films like Colombiana 2011 and Nina 2016, she has taken on emotionally demanding roles, stretching beyond genre constraints. Her performances often balance physicality with emotional sincerity, creating characters who are both fierce and deeply human. Off-camera, Saldana advocates for inclusivity in Hollywood and champions stories about women of color through her production company, BSE. Stylish, outspoken, and refreshingly grounded, she represents a new generation of leading women who break ceilings while redefining what a global superstar looks like. Regina King. Born on January 15, 1971, in Los Angeles, California, Regina King is the embodiment of longevity, beauty, and transformation in the entertainment industry. With captivating eyes and a serene demeanor, she began her career on the 1980s sitcom 227, and over the next 4 decades would evolve into one of the most respected figures in film and television. In the 2000s, King captivated audiences with layered performances in Ray, 2004, A Cinderella Story, 2004, and This Christmas 2007. Her ability to portray women navigating hardship with dignity and conviction set her apart. She also lent her voice to iconic animated characters, Huey and Riley Freeman in The Boondocks, showcasing her versatility and impeccable comedic timing. Her true career renaissance came in the 2010s. She won her first Emmy in 2015 for American Crime and went on to collect 3 more Emmys in just 5 years. In 2019, she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role as Sharon Rivers in If Beale Street Could Talk, a deeply empathetic portrayal of a black mother fighting for her family. That same year, she was named one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people. King further proved her directorial skill with One Night in Miami 2020, becoming only the 2nd black woman in history to have a film selected for the Venice Film Festival. Her graceful beauty has remained intact over the decades, aging with confidence and authenticity. Both in front of and behind the camera, Regina King commands attention not with flash, but with quiet excellence. Her legacy is one of substance, endurance, and integrity. Thandie Newton, born on November 6, 1972, in London, England. Thandie Newton, formerly known as Thandi, is a woman of remarkable poise and intelligence who has consistently chosen roles that challenge societal norms. With mixed British and Zimbabwean heritage, her delicate features and poised demeanor have always stood out, but it's her fierce commitment to truth that makes her unforgettable. Newton began gaining traction in the 1990s, but the 2000s marked a turning point. She earned widespread acclaim for her role in Crash 2004, a film that tackled race and trauma in post-9/11 Los Angeles. Her emotional performance won her a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actress and opened doors to deeper, more layered work. Her filmography in that decade also includes The Pursuit of Happiness 2006, W 2008, and 2012-2009, where she often played women of intellect and emotional gravity. However, it was her portrayal of Maeve Millay in HBO's Westworld 2016-2020 that catapulted her to global prominence. As a sentient android defying her programming, Newton delivered one of the most nuanced and powerful performances in science fiction television, earning her an Emmy Award in 2018. She made headlines by reclaiming the correct spelling of her name, Thandiwe, in 2021, a move that symbolized a deeper reclaiming of her identity and heritage after decades of systemic erasure in the industry. Newton has also been an outspoken critic of racism and sexism in Hollywood, using her platform to shed light on uncomfortable truths. Graceful yet fierce, eloquent yet unflinching. Thandiwe Newton's beauty transcends appearance. It is found in her resilience, her voice, and her fearless refusal to be boxed in. Gabrielle Union. Born on October 29, 1972 in Omaha, Nebraska, Gabrielle Union has long been admired for her radiant glow, confident stride, and piercing wit. She rose to fame during the late 1990s, but it was the 2000s that solidified her as a defining face of Black beauty and charm in mainstream Hollywood. Her breakout role as Isis, the fierce cheerleading captain in Bring It On 2000, set the tone for a career rooted in poise and purpose. Union's screen presence carried through films like Deliver Us from Eva 2003, Bad Boys 2 2003, and Cradle to the Grave 2003, where she paired strength with a sultry edge. Her characters were never just love interests, they were women with clarity, complexity, and conviction. Beyond the screen, Union became a symbol of empowerment. After revealing her experience as a sexual assault survivor, she became an outspoken advocate for women's rights, mental health, and racial justice. Her 2017 memoir, We're Going to Need More Wine, became a New York Times bestseller and offered candid reflections on colorism, identity, and healing. In the 2010s, she starred in the hit series Being Mary Jane, portraying a successful, flawed, and emotionally rich Black woman navigating love and career. The role earned critical acclaim and deepened her influence as a multidimensional actress. Married to NBA star Dwyane Wade Union, also embraced the role of stepmother and mother with open arms, using her platform to support LGBTQ+ youth, particularly her transgender daughter Zaya. Her beauty lies not just in her timeless features, but in her courage to stand for truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Gabrielle Union's legacy is one of visibility, advocacy, and elegance. She is not just one of the most beautiful actresses of the 2000s, she's a force for change and a mirror for millions. Naomie Harris. Born on September 6, 1976 in London, England, Naomie Harris exemplifies refined beauty and razor-sharp skill. With elegant features, penetrating eyes, and an unshakable sense of purpose, she rose from British television to become one of the most respected Black actresses on the global stage. Harris began acting as a child, but it was her performance in 28 Days Later, 2002, that introduced her to international audiences. As Selena, a no-nonsense survivor of a viral apocalypse, Harris embodied resilience, commanding attention with both subtlety and steel. She went on to star in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, portraying the mystical Tia Dalma with haunting allure. Yet her most significant turning point came in the James Bond universe. As Eve Moneypenny in Skyfall 2012, Spectre 2015, and No Time to Die 2021. Harris became the first Black woman to play the iconic character, transforming her from a mere secretary to a capable field-trained operative. In 2016, she reached critical heights with Moonlight, playing the harrowing role of Paula, a mother battling drug addiction. The performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress and demonstrated her ability to embrace unvarnished humanity with staggering emotional depth. Despite her Hollywood acclaim, Harris remains private and grounded, known for turning down stereotypical roles and refusing to participate in scenes she deems exploitative. She's an outspoken advocate for gender equity and body autonomy in the film industry. Naomi Harris brings a regal stillness to every role she inhabits. Her beauty is not loud, it's quiet, intentional, and unforgettable. As a woman who navigates global fame without sacrificing integrity, she continues to elevate what it means to be both powerful and poised. Taraji P. Henson. Born on September 11, 1970, in Washington, D.C., Taraji P. Henson exudes a rare mix of warmth, wit, and raw emotional power. With expressive eyes and a magnetic voice, she has been captivating audiences since the late 1990s. However, it was during the 2000s that she truly began to dominate screens and break barriers with her fearless authenticity and unmatched versatility. Henson's breakout came in Baby Boy 2001, where she delivered a searing portrayal of Yvette, a woman torn between love and survival. That performance set the tone for her career, emotive, unfiltered, and deeply human. She went on to shine in Hustle and Flow 2005, even earning an Oscar nomination for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button 2008, where she played Queenie, the nurturing caregiver with unwavering strength. Taraji's defining moment came when she took on the role of Cookie Lyon in Empire 2015 to 2020. As the fierce and fashion-forward matriarch, she brought fire, vulnerability, and heart to primetime television, earning a Golden Globe and a permanent spot in pop culture history. She wasn't just acting, she was commanding every scene with unapologetic brilliance. Off-screen, Henson is a mental health advocate, particularly within the Black community. She founded the Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation in honor of her father, aiming to provide culturally competent resources and break the stigma surrounding mental health. From starring in Hidden Figures 2016 to producing and writing her best-selling memoir Around the Way Girl, Taraji is a woman of many layers. Her beauty is bold, her energy infectious, and her legacy undeniable. She is not only a star of the 2000s, but a symbol of resilience, evolution, and unwavering self-worth. Viola Davis. Born on August 11, 1965 in St. Matthews, South Carolina, Viola Davis is the epitome of majestic intensity. With her deep, resonant voice and emotionally rich expressions, Davis didn't just enter Hollywood, she challenged its very definition of beauty, power, and prestige. Though she began in theater, her on-screen journey soared in the 2000s with unforgettable performances in films like Antwone Fisher 2002 and Doubt 2008. In the latter, Davis stunned audiences with a single scene just minutes long that earned her an Academy Award nomination and left an indelible mark on film history. But it was The Help 2011 that catapulted her into mainstream acclaim, earning her a second Oscar nomination. As Aibileen Clark, she delivered a soul-wrenching performance grounded in sorrow, strength, and quiet rebellion. Then came Fences 2016 opposite Denzel Washington, where she portrayed Rose Maxson with such emotional depth that she finally took home the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. In 2015, Davis made television history with How to Get Away with Murder, becoming the first Black woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. As Annalise Keating, she shattered every stereotype: complex, messy, brilliant, broken, and powerful. Outside of her roles, Davis is a passionate advocate for diversity and equity in media. A Juilliard-trained actress, she co-founded Juvie Productions to champion inclusive stories and underserved voices. She has also spoken candidly about colorism, poverty, and the double standards faced by Black women in Hollywood. Viola Davis's beauty is rooted in truth. It is unretouched, fearless, and uncompromising. She doesn't fit the mold, she smashes it. With every performance, she gives voice to the voiceless and dignity to the unseen. Her legacy is not just one of awards, but of transformation. Lupita Nyong'o. Born on March 1, 1983 in Mexico City. To Kenyan parents, Lupita Nyong'o redefined global perceptions of beauty, elegance, and talent with the kind of debut few in Hollywood history can rival. Raised in Nairobi and fluent in multiple languages, she brought both cultural depth and poetic sensitivity to every frame she appeared in. Her explosive breakout came with 12 Years a Slave, 2013, where she portrayed Patsy, a role so emotionally searing and flawlessly executed, It earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. In doing so, Lupita became the first Kenyan and first Mexican actress to win an Oscar, instantly marking her as a global icon. What followed was a career carved with intention and intellect. She lent her voice to The Jungle Book 2016, brought terror and duality in Us 2019, and became an integral part of the Marvel Universe as Nakia in Black Panther 2018. Her performances are often haunting yet graceful, commanding attention without ever needing to raise her voice. Beyond her acting prowess, Lupita has become a fashion muse and advocate for colorism awareness. In 2019, she authored Sulwe, a children's book that tackled themes of skin tone, self-worth, and acceptance. The book quickly became a New York Times bestseller, reflecting her commitment to uplifting underrepresented voices from a young age. Nyong'o's public presence is a masterclass in poise. Whether on the red carpet or delivering speeches on representation, she radiates authenticity. With high cheekbones, flawless ebony skin, and an ever-evolving sense of style, she is a portrait of timeless Afrocentric grace. Lupita Nyong'o's beauty transcends the surface. It is rooted in identity, intelligence, and advocacy. She stands not just as a star of the 2000s, but as a living symbol of what it means to rise, represent, and redefine. Kerry Washington, born on January 31, 1977 in the Bronx, New York City, Kerry Washington is a master of elegance, intellect, and emotional precision. With almond-shaped eyes, flawless skin, and a magnetic screen presence, she captivated viewers long before becoming a household name. In the early 2000s, she delivered scene-stealing performances in films like Save the Last Dance, 2001, Ray, 2004, and The Last King of Scotland, 2006, where she consistently portrayed women of depth, quiet strength, and emotional complexity. However, it was her iconic role as Olivia Pope in Scandal 2012 to 2018 that elevated her into TV royalty. As a high-powered crisis manager in Washington, D.C., she became the first Black woman in nearly 40 years to lead a network drama shattering barriers and captivating millions. Washington's Olivia Pope wasn't just stylish and smart. She was vulnerable, ambitious, and ethically complex. The role earned her Emmy and Golden Globe nominations and cemented her as a cultural force. Beyond acting, she became an executive producer on major projects like Confirmation 2016, where she portrayed Anita Hill and Little Fires Everywhere 2020, bringing intersectional stories to mainstream platforms. Outside the screen, Kerry is a dedicated activist. She has championed causes like voting rights, gender equality, and LGBTQ+ inclusion. A graduate of George Washington University, she's also known for her eloquence, often giving impassioned speeches about justice, identity, and media responsibility. Whether gracing a red carpet or producing politically charged content, Washington's beauty is inseparable from her intellect and conviction. She has taught a generation of viewers that femininity and power aren't opposites, they're partners. Kerry Washington is not only one of the most beautiful actresses of the 2000s, she's one of its most important voices. Halle Berry, born on August 14, 1966 in Cleveland, Ohio. Halle Berry didn't just become a star, she became a symbol. With her honey-toned complexion, piercing eyes, and captivating presence, she rose through the ranks in an industry that rarely embraced Black actresses as leading women. In the 2000s, she shattered that barrier, becoming one of the most celebrated and highest-paid actresses of her time. Berry's career reached a historic milestone in 2002 when she won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role in Monsters Ball 2001. With that win, she became the first and still only Black woman to receive the Oscar in that category. Her raw, vulnerable performance as Letitia Musgrove was hailed as both groundbreaking and gut-wrenching, marking a turning point not just for her but for Black women in Hollywood. Throughout the 2000s, Berry headlined major blockbusters like Die Another Day, 2002, where she starred opposite Pierce Brosnan as Jinx, a Bond girl reimagined with fierceness and intelligence. She also led Gothica 2003, Catwoman 2004, and X-Men 2000 to 2014, portraying the weather-controlling mutant Storm, another barrier-breaking role that brought a black superhero to the forefront of mainstream pop culture. Halle Berry wasn't just celebrated for her acting, her beauty became iconic. She topped People magazine's Most Beautiful People list multiple times, often praised for redefining beauty standards with her signature pixie cut and minimalist glamour. Yet she never rested on appearance alone. Outside of acting, she became an advocate for domestic violence, survivors drawing from personal experience to amplify awareness. She also broke ground as a producer pushing for inclusive storytelling and more control over her projects. Berry's legacy is more than just roles and red carpets. It's about defiance, resilience, and leadership. As the crown jewel of early 2000s Black Hollywood, she didn't just open doors, she tore them off the hinges and changed the game forever. These 20 extraordinary women are far more than just beautiful faces. They're visionaries, change-makers, and symbols of resilience who reshaped what it means to be Black, female, and powerful in Hollywood. From trailblazers like Halle Berry to modern icons like Lupita Nyong'o, their stories prove that true beauty lies in strength, talent, and purpose. But now we want to hear from you. Who do you think left the biggest mark on the 2000s? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let the debate begin. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Legends of Black Excellence for more untold stories that celebrate our greatness.